Okay. Hello, 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 and welcome to Side Divine. If this is your first time, please hit that subscribe button and contribute respectfully. I'm going to be doing a collective reading today. World news and events. See what type of things we're going to be hearing about that will affect our lives over the next 14 days. This is news, influences, group think, group speech, all that jazz. Well, hi, Gabriel. I should leave that turned on. Okay. Do you work for the ice cream company, Gabriel? Okay. All right. Can you hear me? All right. Just want to see what it looks like on my phone. All right. So let's start with 6 naturally. All right. I will stop there. Let's start again. 6, can we get a starting message for world news and self-sacrifice? These nuts. All right, 6 is in troll mode. Anything else? Has been diffused. Okay, anything else? Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. Okay. I think we're going to do some locations. Okay, now I do have to be careful of what words I use because I notice YouTube is paying attention to what words I'm using title-wise, so I can't say this kind of stuff anymore, so we'll just have to read world news and things of the self. Give me 1 second to close that out. Okay. All right. So, of the self and world news. Hearing, yard. Locations, connections, foreign affairs. Okay. Holdings. Okay. Someday I'm going to get rid of this squeaky chair. All right. Clarify hearing in the yard and friendships. So I get the feeling of watching. The overwatch is what I hear. The overwatch. Clarification of distance. There is more confusion. That's what I'm going to call it. And it's keeping things out of balance through word dissemination. That's what I just heard. Feels like a decision upon distancing. So some of us will be affected by new decisions, could be regulations on distancing. Changes happen. And it's done in a way that is an offer, but it's an offer based on hatred. And it's a slow, it's based, I shouldn't use that word, okay. It is a cheap offer that has promise of growth, promise of things that come slowly. And it is an act of major influencers who oversee the world, control the chaos. And it comes through conversations. It comes through certain behaviors towards those who would normally be stronger. If you notice, it's the bird holding a conversation with an animal that might be a little bit bigger, a little bit more dangerous. But because the largest being, the angel, with red wings, has their back turned and throwing things out of balance, or deciding upon balance. Deciding who gets what. Deciding whose cups get filled and whose get emptied. I have swords. Okay, so these are ideas, plans, and what is given The offer given, see the turtle at the bottom. The offer given is done, in the dark. These are dark games being played upon others, right? And they have slowly acquired rewards. Slow rewards for your participation. So, I see people talking about new rules on distance. With the lure of things expanding, changing, going back to, and I use the quotes loosely, normal. 14 days. Please excuse us, a grunting dog. Moose. All right, again. Some of you are going to hear about friends who were once, ooh, I just heard this song, I Don't Want to Be a Player No More. Some of you are going to be hearing about people who were once players changing things. Some have a different desire, different design of self. Some will be changing that. Now I hear Janet Jackson, anytime, any place mentality. If this is any of y'all in here, some of y'all, somebody, someone might be ready to face one of their greatest fears. Yes, I said the word fear. Some are working on themselves, looking with intention, futuristic intention, and not just desire. I heard crafty desire. That's weird. Okay. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Cups. Some of you are letting go of someone that may have been of use in one way or another. Some of you are looking at certain people in your lives in a different way. So if you notice, in the back, there's someone waiting, looking at a goddess in a different way. Perhaps deeper thoughts. Thoughts that are a little bit more than skin deep. Okay, a lot of balance. Interesting. Okay. So some of you may be realizing or ready to work on a harm or an injustice that was done to another. Somebody may have woke up one morning and realized they might have lost something good. Might have had something on deck that you thought was going to be there. Be of service, be of use. You may be seeing things differently or realizing that. What I heard is it can happen to you too. Some of you may awareness, growth, maturity. Somebody out there is torn on what to do next in a love lust situation. On one end, it was a no, could be pushing back, the ghosting in and out of someone's life, knowing someone has deeper feelings and still interacting with them, but not being clear. And there may be a no, 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 but somewhere deep down in the heart, there is a yes. But someone might have chosen a genital experience over an emotional growth experience. Because growth is here. So, it might have been growth of other areas as opposed to other areas. Some of you are trying or plotting, wanting to make a return to the one that hurt you or the one that you hurt. Okay, so from the beginning of this part of the read, I hate to go off into this gooey shit. This feels male. This energy feels male. I'm just putting that out there. So there can be a masculine-minded energy. Doesn't have to be. Choosing, opting, wanting to make a return to a situation that they might have infused with testicular illusions. That's what I heard. I'm saying it. And it comes out as a choice to try to bring peace to a situation. Let me pull on my card. I feel a bitch coming through my energy right now. Okay. Guys, I don't want to channel. If this is a masculine who did in and out of a feminine's life, I don't want to channel the feminine energy of it all, but I am. So forgive any bitchy energy that comes out. Yeah. All right. Trying to keep my grace. So there was a self that encountered one who was willing to do the other S word. Right? At the end of it all, there's an ending, but a masculine energy experiencing the duality of self, a higher mind, and lower grind. And the masculine is experiencing this split of self. It's a turning corner of maturity, could be, yeah. Perhaps one is realizing the world is not enough or that the world is changing. Perhaps it's someone reaching an age of maturity where you just are looking at the rest of your life. In reverse, though, so I'll turn that right side up. So we have somebody here who, whoever this is, masculine energy. This was in reverse. I see this both ways. It is an alteration of an ego. It is transformation, growth, elevation, evolution. It doesn't necessarily mean going up or down. Guess that really depends on the actions taken in this type of energy. I think it's the Rolling Stones. You can't always get what you want, but if you try, I'll let you finish the rest of that song. There is balance in relationships, and this masculine is probably realizing that right now, that maybe they don't want to be a player, or having a momentary lapse of high level sexuality, sensuality. I'll clean that up so it don't sound so sticky. All right, so perhaps the player is having a moment of toilet bowl inflection. And I don't mean to poop on your growth, whoever this is, but might have broke some hearts. You might have broke some hearts. And you might have split some energies. You might have taught some lessons. How's that? That's a nicer way to say it. You and your Wang energy brought some lessons to those who were adventurous enough to journey onto your lightning rod of confusion. I worked really hard to clean that. Mentally, I'm applauding myself for that. Let's move out of that data. Oh, come on. I just feel, okay. Some of you still haven't acknowledged that you may have done that stuff to someone, but you're willing to go back into their space, interested in going back into their space, and it's calamity is the word. Gluttonous. Whoa, that word comes through. Gluttony. Mm-mm. Mm. Mm-mm. To the masculine going through this shit, if you'd like to contact me privately on Side Divine on Instagram, I am more than happy to cuss you the fuck out. Because you need to be whole bitch slapped. Like pimp slap. Okay, I don't like this energy. I'm sorry. This hurts my feelings. I'm just saying. Let me tell you what I'm feeling right now. I feel abandoned. I feel unloved. I feel naked. I feel stripped. It feels like a vacuum. It feels heart heavy. It feels angry. Yeah, I guess that's all confusion. It's sticky and gooey. I don't like it. You guys who are... Okay, never mind. I'm about to throw my ego into this. I'm going to stop. Okay. So some of you are doing what you're doing because you know a feminine energy will accept you back. That is gluttony. It is greed. It is inhaling, digesting the energy of the others. And this is a masculine energy who doesn't take it really all that seriously. Maybe you've never had your heart broken, or maybe it happened so long ago you don't remember, or it's a part of the drive that pushes you forward. Let me spill your cup before you spill mine. Let me empty your cup before you empty mine. Now I hear little John, to the windows, to the walls, till the sweat is dripping down your balls. Devil energy, so yeah, look. There is an opportunity to clean up one's karma, energy, blah, 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 blah. I really do feel like I'm doing that right now. Blah, 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 blah. Because you ain't listening. You're not listening. This is the energy of a masculine who works too hard to avoid disaster. I hope this isn't the kind of it ain't my baby energy. I'm hoping. Because that sucks. What catches my attention is an opportunity, a turning point, a time to make things right, but don't do it if you're not really ready. Because someone is waiting for you to return. Someone very much waiting for a contact, a message, looking for you, seeing you in others. Damn, that shit is deep. Ugh. Moving on. We're supposed to be doing world news. Guys, shouldn't break the ladies' hearts. And my card here is like there's a potential to interact with true friend with benefit situation, but this energy, this masculine may seek out the more loving ones because you may think that that has a better return of interest, or there's something more damn, the word I heard is virginal about going for the good girl. Maybe you don't recognize that in yourself. I'm appalled. Like, it's like, okay, there's like super, super sluts right next door, but you go to church to scoop up chicks. like, this is the energy feels, okay, maybe it's not that extreme, but it's like the energy of like living next door to a house full of porn stars. And instead of talking to them because they're sluts, you go to church and scoop up the ones who can love, the ones who will immediately go for the love when your intention is truly lust. And what you get from it is an energy that will sacrifice their self to experience the hope or the drug of hope for long-term gooey shit. But there's no goo in you. Well, there is, but after it hits the windows and the walls, I suppose it comes to an end. So, yeah. Let's go out of that data. Okay. Clarify. Coming out of that gooey personal data there, that was not world news. War. So we're going to be hearing about conflict. global conflict, foreign invasion. Something regarding Asia and Africa. Something about the easternmost. Eastern connection of some sort. So there's some type of communication break. Conflict, promises not kept that create conflict for a group. Communication breakdown. Incoming. Fighter pilots, sky event. There is a leader or ruler, controller of some sort, who turns his back on conflict, but turns their back as others drown. Turns their back on healing. So an offer that was once made is rescinded. Everything's kind of coming out as it's a choice, but it's a choice of cooperation that goes against logic, old rules, old societies. Wow. Think we can all make some connections with these cards? All right. There's a great wall. And in Obelisk, we have goodbye to certain elements of the self. Waiting on the world to change. That's a song. I don't know who sings that. Sorry. Waiting on the world to change. Eight of Wands comes out, so more oppression. We're going to hear news about people being prohibited to go out, do things. There will be discussions of another staying at home situation. I don't want to use the L word. Wow. LOCKDLWN type stuff. There's going to be some conversations overheard about traveling, looking over things. Overwatch. I'll clarify this one. somebody's going to be hearing about something bad. This isn't good. This isn't good. Someone is inventing some type of way, or will be hearing about some type of technology that affects freedoms. That's coming. Some type of news coming forward about somebody's dirty deeds done dirt cheap. We're going to be hearing about someone in a very high place and what they look at on the internet. We're going to be hearing about someone famous who may be into something extreme on a sexual level. It's going to be something uncomfortable, something that they do a lot. This can be kink. This can be someone who has a fetish of some sort for dressing up as the opposite sex. And they don't want that data to come out. Someone not admitting that they might actually be gay but be living a heterosexual existence. This person presented a lie to the public. They did that to help themselves get ahead in their work environment or whatever. That was just a part of the sculpting and crafting, molding of that person publicly. There is a block timeline for this person once this data comes out. And things take a contrasting change for them. This can be a fall from grace of sorts. And it's a fall from grace that goes kind of quiet, like and it's happening because of lies. That's not. So it's like someone gets revealed and they have to give up. They feel like they have to give up. Because like people come out of the woodwork and they're talking about experiences with this person, but it's like the majority of lies. It's lies. And it's the kind of lie you can't really defend. That's weird. Yeah, there's fears about speaking on it at all. It's like a pile-on. Ew. The bottom of the deck is, yeah, somebody who presented like someone in a suit. I hear a name, but I'm not going to say it. I'm going to keep that data for myself. Ooh. Okay. When I won't tell you the name, but I will say the name that came to me is journalist. Someone who may be in the spotlight for um, world news. Okay. It's a message of some sort that alters the family. Someone they did not expect to tell starts this, and it's like it's a slow moving thing. Like it's like a secret. No one should know about it. It's what they do when the lights are out. But there's some type of battle or fight or some reason. Ooh, somebody got upset. The Artful Dodger is what I just heard. I don't even know what that applies to. The Artful Dodger. I don't know enough about sports to know if that applies to anything. So, moving on. Okay. Steering. Steering a sense, steering energy, steering others towards isolation. Holding, waiting, clarifying. Well, that's interesting. Okay. Feels like a movement or a gradual push, pressure, leaning others towards comfort in privacy, isolation, returning to old offers, old, not that old, but I sense blocks heating conversation. Clarifying. So there's going to be some incoming suggestion that another cycle of something happen again. Another go round of something comes back in again. Hello, everyone watching. If you're new here, please hit that like button and subscribe. We're doing world news. Things that we'll hear that will affect or has the ability to affect everyone who will be hearing it. There's a lot of back-turned energy going on right now, 14 days. This feels like people in charge turning their back on clearing things up, accountability, justification. It's going to be some conversation about what I just heard was what was done with the money. So there may be some conversations about that we're going to be hearing about regarding misuse of finance, misuse of things of value. New offers are made towards the public regarding monitoring, how long you have to wait for monitoring, there will be conversations of offsetting the monitoring or offsetting the balance of something financial. after great injury. Can be talk of growing the economy back. How to rebuild. Isolation. So we're going to be hearing about goals, getting over things. There will, okay. I get this energy of hearing about someone in a high position of power. .gov. Someone's been on the take, stealing. We're going to be hearing about someone misappropriation of funds. Finding out where someone is holding funds. So what I heard is insider trading. Somebody knows, like, maybe not, okay, that's how my brain is translating it to me. So it's somebody who has awareness of something like, it's what came to my mind, I'm just saying it. It's like somebody knows exactly how many burgers McDonald's has to sell. And so they can purchase stock in said company because they know there's a limit on this. Like, it's like knowing how to do things and having data, but nobody knows you have that data. There are connections, maybe. There is a connection, and it's some type of digital connection, perhaps messages. And it feels like a quick data exchange between two. Like a text message, go buy, all right, on Friday, go buy McDonald's. Buy $1 billion of stock in McDonald's because they only have 50 burgers left. Type, I'm sure it's not McDonald's, but I'm not sure. But I just said it just sounded like a strange thing, but that's what came. So it can be about food, can be about stocks that have the ability to grow unusually quick or have limited growth ability to them, but will have high value should that amount be revealed publicly. And that's done to, this act is done to block the others. This can be stock market manipulation, cryptocurrency type manipulation, where things are boosted into some type of holding pattern or boosted to a point. Okay, what I heard, I needed to get that right in my head. How does that sound? So it's like, okay, what I heard is robbing Peter to pay Paul and the rest of y'all, or robbing Peter to pay Paul and fuck the rest of y'all. I don't understand any of that. Sharing, okay. Clarify ambush. It's like somebody knows the secret when somebody is left unguarded. Like I know at 4 o'clock, McDonald's is going to have their pants down around their ankles, that's when we go fuck them. 4 o'clock. This is somebody connected for sure. Like could be information exchanged between lovers or two people who are secret lovers in a very high place. I hear Garth. Is that Garth Brooks? This is horrible music. I got friends in low places where the whiskey drowns and the beer chases my blues away. I'll be okay. Somebody thinks that it's gonna be okay. That's not the case. Oh boy. So sticky. Well, hopefully whoever's going through this knows how to secure their moolah or move it fast. And that was not advice on any level whatsoever. I just heard myself. That is not advice. Just pointing out some stuff. Moving on. Gate holders, secret holders. Holding is the top card next. So that is separated. Secrets being held. Old people. Good God. Yes, Lord. This is old data. All right. I assume it's gatekeepers. I keep hearing gate masters. So there's an energy. The word that really comes through is force. Hold on. Just holding the card. So some mistruth was going to be spread. There's going to be some flip data. It's like McDonald's only has 50 burgers, but what was really meant was 50 million. And now, at everybody thinking there's only 50 burgers left, every burger at McDonald's is worth $100 million. But what they really meant was 50 million. So it's going to be okay. They're not really worth that much. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to resolve in my head I hear crypto. And I get the lie here twice. And then I get yes, a secret. And then it's not true. And it's like someone is watching for the rush. I don't know much about stock markets and cryptocurrency, admittedly. So if this sounds jumbled to you, it sounds jumbled to me too. But it's like someone who knows how to cause conflict or influence conflict. So they watch, they wait, they sit quietly and wait for the proper time to make the move. It's watching the money. To the others who are in the know, they will be, wow. To the others in the know, they will be regarded as a bit of a hero or the underground legend, or I don't know. It's going to affect others, though. It'll be like for the person who does it, or the people who do this dirty shit, dirty deeds done dirt cheap. For those doing it, it's like having a trophy you can't show anybody. It'll be like, okay. Downside, though, is that there will be others who will suffer for following the lead or following the mislead. There will be some who will do this based on what was heard. There will be holding and watching, isolating a point where things will change. I hear red light, green light, go. That's exactly what I heard. Child game. Wow. 14 days. Remember. A lot of pentacle stuff happening here, man. I see money disappearing. I see money disappearing. It was there, it was worked for, now it's gone. Vanished into thin fucking air. So on a world level, there is going to be some type of news about funds, investment funds, investment holdings, digital money that is not held in hand but is there. It's on paper. A lot of hidden pieces, like faces that are unseen. People making making great journeys over water, long distance to PSYOP is the word I heard. Watch your funds if they are digital kinds. Watch for an unusual dip or a spike that doesn't make sense or comes about because of group gossip, influential gossip that you cannot verify. Be mindful of such. Because there will be loss. And it's from a hateful bunch, hateful group, a collective mind. A collective mind that seeks to take certain individuals off of their pedestal. How do you do that? You break the pedestal. You break the person or the people. Death and the Fool. New journey, new beginnings. And it can be new beginnings after naivete. Can be new beginnings after Loss can be new beginnings involving those trying to go back and figure out what happened to what was just lost. What happened to the pedestal? In this is a great secret. Intention to block harmful matter. So there will be an intention to block a dictator, ruler, controller, or work with one, form an alliance that is an ugly one. It's like a group effort to turn, it's a group effort for control. See, fiery conversations, new rules, new order, an attempt at such, while others are trying to regain, experience their freedoms. National Guards. There will be stories over the next 14 days involving National Guards. Offering an expansion in some place. Clarify location. So there's a famous hill in America. We're gonna hear something news regarding the guards. Guarding of it. The masculine and the feminine energy. Look how they sit. One is the Queen of Wands, and the other, as you can see here, we have Four of Swords. It's somebody like, that guy doesn't even look awake. Let's just be clear about that, right? That guy doesn't even look awake. This could be a card of peace after war. Could be relaxing, considering battles waged and won, battles lost. But this dude is not even with it, as far as I'm concerned. Okay? He looks a little elsewhere. He's relaxing. He's resting. He's preferring peace over battles. Maybe maybe in a state of peace for some reason or another. While the Queen of Wands is in action mode. She's adaptable, applying steady force and control to a situation. Control, rule. Yeah, a lot of back turned. A lot of not answering questions clearly. I think this involves that financial spike too. Unanswered questions. Who did it? How did that happen? This feels like a financial issue that affects a lot of people who might have made a certain type of sacrifice. In this triangle too, I get like a pyramid scheme type of thing. Perhaps others don't regard it as a pyramid type scheme, but it is. It is. Okay. So they'll be waiting for that. Battles uncomfortable things. I'll wait and see about the money situation. But those who are involved in it, I would keep an eye on that stuff. Time will be interesting. So keep an eye on that over the next 14 days. Feels like digital interference. Some of you need to be very careful about new offers, new investments with people that you don't know. Be careful. Be mindful of that. Some of you are accepting offers from someone who is a middleman. Yes. Let me be careful. Don't take offers if you can't talk to the person who's cutting the check, is what I'm hearing. Be mindful of that. Because there's an offer done in the dark on a personal level here, you guys. Some of you aren't doing enough fact checking in a financial offer or agreement. This could be people going into business together. Some of you are waiting for authorization to make it. Oh, middleman data coming out of that. Some of you need to go back and I hear Duran Duran. Who do you need? Who do you love? When you come undone. Some of y'all can't fix the fucking past. That's on some personal shit right there. Some of you can't fix the past. You can apologize for it. You can offer therapy sessions. Some of you are trying to go backward or considering returning to someone who has too much damage that you caused. Moving on. 6, do you have anything out of that data, please?
Nope.
All right. You sure?
Enemy spotted.
Some of you are trying, okay, some of you might be trying to return to someone from the past who kind of sees you as an enemy. If they do get back with you and you know you hurt them really badly, they'll only be doing it because they want to return on what they sacrificed. Anything else? Nope, you better apologize for that shit. That's some therapy. That is therapy. If you need to go backwards to someone that you hurt, guides says, be mindful. Somebody hasn't healed. Okay. All right, that is it. If you guys enjoyed this message, like, comment, and subscribe. Seeing if there's anything else I sense. No, I think we're good on that. All right, you guys. I will try to come back a little bit later and see if there's anything else to read on, but I did want to see what type of data I would sense around this time. All right. I hope you enjoyed it, and all is well. You are well. See you next time.